Hey guys, what's going on? Coach Duke and Coach Steve here. We are going to show you our top 5 ways to hit a curveball. We get a lot of questions about guys freezing, chasing bad pitches, not knowing when to swing or take. So we are in a cage, we're indoors. We're not going to use a pitching machine. We're just going to show you our 5 best and creative ways indoors to work on hitting the breaking ball. All right guys, drill number 1 here. How to hit a breaking ball. And this drill right here, we're just doing simple side toss. I have a ball in my right hand and a ball in my left hand. So Coach Duke's job is to look fastball. So if I toss him this ball right here, that's gonna simulate a fastball. If I pump fake him, I'm just gonna follow with this one right away. So again, it's just that quick hesitation of fastball, fastball, oh, breaking ball. And then we still have to swing. So whichever one I toss, he's gotta swing at. Here we go. So you notice that one's tough there. So whenever I pump fake, I'm gonna follow with this one next. It's basically keeping your guys swinging, right? We don't wanna take curveballs with 2 strikes. We don't wanna take that hanging curveball down the middle, and a lot of times guys will start, they'll freeze, and at that point they're dead. So if you look and you watch back on Coach Duke there, he was starting, he was hesitating for that second, but he was still loading back. His hands were still moving. It wasn't a start, stop, and then freeze. So just a great way to just switch up side toss. It's a different variation to work on that timing, to get your guys off balance a little bit and still working through the middle of the field.
I love this drill. It's a trampoline drill, and what it does is I'm actually gonna take the ball. I'm gonna bounce it at different tempos off the trampoline. The ball's gonna go down, it's gonna pop back up. Coach Steve's gonna wait for it to be in the strike zone, and he's gonna attack the ball. So if I go hard, it's gonna go higher, he's gonna have to wait for it to come down. If I go soft, you'll see the difference in the timings, but it's awesome because it forces him to stay back, wait, and then explode. So it looks just like this. It's challenging, it's fun. Here we go. Nice, Coach Steve. The hard part about the drill sometimes is the ball, you don't know where it's gonna bounce. Sometimes it might hit up and come way in. Sometimes it'll be a ball, and I always say if it's on its way up and it hits and goes like this, don't swing at that. That's a ball, it's a bad toss, it just didn't go in the zone. So you wanna make sure you're right below it. You're gonna toss it, boom, nice line drive. Do you see that one? That one I threw a little bit harder, it came up, and then sat there, where the softer one kind of went in the zone quick. So that's what makes it challenging. Nice. As a hitter doesn't know, but that's a great way to work on hitting curveballs, off-speed pitches, the trampoline drill.
All right guys, drill number 3 on how to adjust to a breaking ball. This is just kind of a normal front toss routine. So I'm just gonna be flipping balls to Coach Duke like this. What I do to mix in a breaking ball look is I kind of hold it like a curveball, and I'll just flick it. Now this might be challenging for guys. I've spent a lot of time in the dugout over the years just doing this and spinning balls. So you'll see as I try to get him with a curveball or get him off balance, I'll flick one in and just spin it like a curveball. It's gonna come in like a 12-6. If you can't do this, then just hesitate and slow down your arm a little bit. So it'll be like a normal fastball and then slow down and just toss it a bit slower. But you'll see I'm gonna mix them up, vary the looks so that I get Duke looking fastball and having to adjust to that curveball. Yeah, so that one was down. He did a good job of staying through it. Still a base hit up the middle. Hung it. Another line drive in the middle. So again, I like to spin it. Some coaches can just go back and toss it a little bit softer, but a really good way of just switching up your front toss routine to get your guys to that good launch position, making sure they're landing nice and athletic and they still load back with their hands to adjust. I thought Coach Duke did a good job, especially on the curveball down, staying through it, still get a base hit up the middle instead of just bailing forward and hitting that ground ball to the left side. All right guys, drill number 4 on how to hit a breaking ball and how to simulate it indoors. I call this the hesitation drill. So Coach Duke's my hitter. I'm doing normal front toss from about 10 feet away, and all I'm gonna do is toss balls right down the middle. That's gonna simulate our fastball. If I pump fake, Coach Duke's still got to get loaded nice and slow so that his hands stay back, he's still loading, and he drives that ball off the tee to the right side. It looks a lot easier than it really is, because you'll see a lot of players, they're cheating fastball, and then they freeze and they never get a chance to hit that. So really challenging, and it's also important as the coach, we give good feeds down the middle. Don't leave something out over the plate or they're gonna end up hitting both. And I'm gonna toss one to Coach Duke, he's gonna put it on the tee. So that was a tough one there. Got him out a little bit, but he stayed athletic enough and he stayed in his legs that he's able to adjust. A lot of times swings on curveballs are not the prettiest. You'll see guys in the major leagues way out in front. They're out on their front leg. It's not that picture perfect pretty swing, but as long as we can stay through it, and keep going through the middle of the field, those are a lot of hits.
Our next top curveball drill is, we have a tee with a ball on the outside. I'm gonna be throwing BP to Coach Steve. When I throw him a pitch, he whacks that pitch and he hits it. If I take the ball and I throw it into the L screen, you'll see when I throw it into the side of the L screen, he's then gonna drive the ball off the tee into right field. So there's BP. When I throw it into the L screen, boom, he's gonna drive this ball off the tee. It's gonna look just like this. Nice. So that's how you do it. You saw when I threw a pitch, boom, he drove it. When I threw a ball into the L screen, boom, he drove the ball from the tee to the right side of the field. That's great drill to help work on curveballs, off-speed pitches, and staying back and driving the ball to the opposite field.